Shabbat Shalom. I want to start off this lesson giving all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai Ba'ashem HaKadosh. Double honors to our apostles, elders, and bishops of Great Millstone only, who rule well and teach well, being a fine example of how we should conduct ourselves in the days that we are in, the true leaders of Yasharallah, and the only ones certified to teach the 100% truth of the Bible. Peace and blessings and salutations unto the elect, only unto you I say Shalom. Okay, and as you see a title, okay, a tested investment. That's what we are. All right, the Lord is testing us. All right, to see if we're worth the investment, man. Okay, let me grab this. This is Isaiah 48:10, and I have to be a little more discreet because there's people around. So Salakia. This is Isaiah 48:10. Behold, I have refined thee, but not with silver. I have chosen thee in the furnace of affliction. So yeah, it is what it is. Shit is hard. Shit is difficult. You know, we're coming through different trials every day. And the trials are going to differentiate. They're not going to be convenient. They're not going to be comfortable. They're not going to be, you know, it's not going to be how you want it to be. It's going to be the way the Lord wants it to be. And I thought about this title, right? Because I work for a pipe company. And we run cranes in operation on a full-time scale. Well, having those cranes in operation, we rely on those cranes to carry the capacity that they're rated for, right? Because we're flying tons of metal out of here. You know, we rely on those cranes and we rely on those straps, all right, to hold what they're prorated. Well, I was thinking about the elect because we go through things, right? But we still got to be tested because even with those cranes, right, we do a daily testing with those cranes. You know, those hoists, those lifts, all those devices that we use daily, and we rely on those things, right? Those cranes keep us safe. Those cranes keep us protected as far as carrying the load. Well, every morning we do a safety check, right, on those cranes, meaning we run them, okay, without a load. We run them, okay, without any tension, okay, just to check, just to make sure that we're investing our time in the right crane and in the right straps, because if we don't, it can be detrimental, all right? So the Lord is just testing us on every side, man. Let me grab that again. Okay, behold, Isaiah 48:10, behold, I have refined thee. See, the Lord is refining us. All right, we're a part of his process, and his process ain't comfortable, but it's a necessary process. When you go into blacksmithing, when you go into annealing anything, it's a process, okay? And it causes, you know, discomfort. And what it's done for, really, what it's used for is the impurities. You see, because we, being here in America, Babylon, we have subjected ourselves to things that are not beneficial, you know, not knowing that the water wasn't clean and the air wasn't clean. We just utilized it, you know, not knowing that these things were harmful to us. But now we're privy, right? The scripture says that we're not ignorant to Satan's devices. So when you're not in the word, you're ignorant. And we were ignorant. We understood, you know, that we're in a fucked up position. We just didn't know why. Well, the Lord has made us privy to it. And now we know the Lord is into testing us. He wants to see, do we choose the world over his word? Okay. Do we choose the promise of our supervisors over the promises of the Lord? Are we encased with the things that are not important? You know? Isaiah 48:10, again, behold, I have refined thee, but not with silver. I have chosen thee in the furnace of affliction. 11, verse 11, for my own sake, even for my own sake will I do it. For how should my name be polluted? And I will not give my glory unto another. The Lord is not investing in these other nations. He's already invested in Yasha Allah. He's always loved Israel. Okay, you Israelites, you so-called blacks, Hispanics, You blacks, Hispanics, you Native Americans, you speckled bird brothers and sisters from the other nations that look like the other nations, but you have the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh. Let me grab this real quick. Hey, how we doing, boss? This is, I told you them demons, bro. Demons be lurking. Right, let me grab this. Beautiful. Woo! This is Proverbs. Man, this is Proverbs chapter 25 and 4. Take away the dross from the silver, and there shall come forth a vessel for the finer. So, Lord willing, we be a part of that, elect number to be a vessel for the finer. That finer is Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. Okay? Let me grab this. I love this. I love this. I love this. I love this subject. Okay? Because this is something we're dealing with every day. You see, listen, man, fighting physical is just as fighting spiritual. You see, you have an opponent every day. You got to go through it every day. You got to put your hand wraps on spiritually. You got to put in your mouthpiece spiritually, and you got to fight the biggest opponent in your life, and that's yourself. You're going to want to do things that you're just not allowed to do. You're going to want to go places that you just should not be in. Okay? But having the word is what guides us, and that keeps us out of uncompromisable situations. Yep. This is Malachi. Beautiful. Love this. I'm going to read verse 1. This is Malachi chapter 3, verse 1. Behold, I will send my messenger, and he shall prepare the way before me. And the Lord whom ye seek shall suddenly come to his temple, even the messenger of the covenant whom ye delight in, Yahushua. Behold, he shall come, saith the Lord of hosts. Verse 2. But who may abide the day of his coming? And who shall stand when he appeareth? For he is like a refiner's soap. For he is like a refiner's fire and like fuller's soap. Okay? So that fuller's soap is the ingredients that you need to take off impurities off of precious metals. And that's what we are. The scripture says, I will make up my jewels. That's what Yahweh Shai is doing, man. Yahweh Shai is returning us to exactly where he wants us. Right now we're not where we desire to be, but spiritually we are. Okay? And the Lord is going to do more, man. He's going to put his laws in our inward parts. He's going to increase the spiritual parts that we, all right, are delighting in right now. We're happy that the Lord has given us his word. He's given us a way to return. We're not thinking about 2/3 turds. We're not worried about this economy crashing. We see all of these things happening, and we're comfortable through prophecy. Okay? The Lord is just making sure his investment is still worth investing in. That's why we're going through it, man. Whether you have bodily ailments and sicknesses, or whether you just have financial issues, whether it's your rib, whether it's your kids, it doesn't fucking matter. At the end of the day, the Lord is checking on his investment. Okay? He's testing his investment. And that's what you have to do. You can't just bring a woman in your house. You got to test her. Okay? You got to try her. You got to see how she moves. You got to see how she thinks. Okay? Before you make a full investment on this woman, because everything costs money now these days. Right? Right. Yeah, man. Verse 3, and he shall sit as a refiner and purifier of silver. And he shall purify the sons of Levi and purge them as gold and silver, that they may offer unto the Lord an offering in righteousness. And how do we do that? By making our bodies a living sacrifice. Okay, going on the highways and hedges, abstaining from the things that the Lord doesn't delight in, whether it be pork or whether it just be behavior characteristics. All of these things, we're growing spiritually, man. We're not going to stay stagnant. We're not going to, not if the Lord's dealing with you, right? You're not going to be stagnant. You see, the scriptures talk about, because stagnant water creates bacteria and mold. The Lord is talking about our cup being overflowed, man. Yeah, bro. Yeah, I look forward to that. This is Isaiah 1 and 24. Therefore saith the Lord of hosts, the mighty one of Israel, I will ease me of my adversaries. and avenge me of mine enemies. And I will turn my hand upon thee, and purely purge away thy dross, and take away all thy sin. And I will restore thy judges as at the first, and thy counsels at the... You see that? That's a process. You see? After the purging, right, what do we get? Verse 26, and I will restore thy judges as at the first, and thy counselors as at the beginning. Afterward, thou shalt be called the city of righteousness, the faithful city. And you know what, man? This purging don't feel good, but so what? We're always in predicaments where it don't feel good. The fact that we got to wake up every day and serve this devil, that shit don't feel good. But oh well. Yeah, man. Woo-woo. And it feels good to have the word of the Lord, man. Okay? You know what I'm talking about. This is Psalm 66. Woo-wee. Man, these scriptures are beautiful, man. Yeah, this is Psalm 66 and 8. Oh, bless our God, ye people, and make the voice of his praise to be heard. That's why we're exalting the names of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Every opportunity we get, we don't care who's looking. We don't care who doesn't care or do care. What we're doing is, okay, making our bodies a living sacrifice and purifying ourselves through the word daily. Whether we're on the live streams or whether we're on the highways and hedges or whether we're doing them ourselves, man, these digital epistles, okay, we're praying that the Lord see these things profitable in his sight. Okay, knowing that, man, scripture says that man should not live off of bread alone. So guess what? We're living off of the word, man, and then we're praying that we're a proper investment for the Lord, man. We want everything that the Lord has promised to the elect. That's it. Everything else, you can have it. You want the car, you want the house, you want the women, you got it. Okay, you want the job, you want the titles, you can have it. Okay, I'm not gonna fight you for that shit. But what I am gonna fight you for, okay, is doing this work, being diligent and making our calling and election sure. All of these things bring much profit to the spirit. And see, that's the thing with Jake. Jake got to grow spiritually and get out that carnality, because you think that shit cute. You think that shit's cool. And I'm dealing with a dread-headed, okay, Jake on my job. Man, ain't nothing worse than a dread-headed Jake, man. Okay, that's like a level 10 demon, man. Okay, Jake with dreads. Okay, and then he got the bleach tips on the end. He's nothing but a pure fucking demon, and he knows it. Okay? If you're a demon, then you know what, clap your hands. The nigga clapping right now, man. This is Psalm 66, verse 8. Oh, bless our God, ye people, and make the voice of his praise to be heard. Verse 9, which holdeth our soul in life, you see, and suffereth not our feet to be moved. Verse 10, for thou, O God, hast proved us, thou hast tried us, as silver is tried. So all of these things we're going through, it's for our betterment. Okay? The Lord is in the business of exalting his men, man. And and it's about the elect, right? This is Isaiah 13 and 12. Holy but goody. Yeah. Yeah. I love it. All this is good. All this is good. I want to chew, but I'm going to get to the point. Yeah. This is Isaiah 13 and 12. I will make a man more precious than fine gold. Even a man than the golden wedge of Ophir. So making us precious than fine gold is him instilling his word inside of us, because that's when we get the full capacity of our true value. You ain't a real man, you ain't masculine, and you don't know a goddamn thing about women, about how to move around men. You don't know nothing unless you know the Bible. And it's just the truth. The Lord guides you into masculinity. Okay, the Lord shows you what it's supposed to be, and it's not what the world, okay, makes it to be. It's not about your bank account. It's not about how big your chest is or your arms. You know what I'm saying? How many sit-ups and push-ups you can do. Those things are not based upon true masculinity in the scriptures. The scripture says, by strength shall no man prevail. So how the hell you can bench 250, but you can't bench press a missile off your chest? Fucking bozo, man. You got to trust in the Lord. You got to see where his investments are. And his investments are completely with his people in the days that we're in, who entirely needs it. The Lord is investing, man. So what? Why would we give up what the Lord has already invested in? The Lord ain't in the business. He would rather remove a small part than to remove the whole part. The scripture says he's not dealing with no other nations. So if he's not dealing with these other nations, then guess what? The Lord is dealing with somebody. He's dealing with his people, man. He's dealing with his men, and he's testing his investment. So everything we're going through is just a test. Okay? Suck it up, buttercup. The shit is almost over. The water for tuning in. I pray this lesson was edifying through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. And with that, I'm giving all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, Ba'Shem Rakah Kodash. Double honors to our apostles, elders, bishops of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings unto the elect. Only unto you I say shalom. Wake up, Jacob. Shalom. Call